Hi there, Mike Gunderson, Chief Credit Officer at Farm Credit Illinois, digging into the balance sheet with you. The balance sheet balances because we have assets equals liabilities plus equity. So 3 parts to that balance sheet. In this video, we're going to dig into those, start to dig into those assets. And it's also broken into 3 parts. So we have current assets, intermediate assets, and long-term assets. You don't have to fill out every single blank in that set of current assets that we're thinking about today. So current assets are going to be things that we plan to turn into cash as the normal part of our business. If we're growing crops, corn and soybeans in central Illinois, those are the things that we're going to turn into cash as part of our business and our marketing. When we list assets on every balance sheet I've ever seen, we list them in order of liquidity, or the ease with which we can turn them into cash at their market value. The most liquid asset you're going to have is your checking and savings account because they're already cash and you can withdraw that cash anytime you want. So at the top of your balance sheet, take a look at your checking accounts and your savings accounts and put those balances on your balance sheet, and you know that balance is going to change. Maybe even the next day after you prepare the balance sheet, that's okay. We're looking at it at a point in time. The next line that we've got on our template is accounts receivable. If you do some custom harvesting, for example, and the customer hasn't paid you, that's going to be an accounts receivable. We definitely value that as an asset. We plan on that money coming in, so let's put it on the balance sheet and take a stock of that. Then after that, we start to dig into those crops that we grow. You are going to have some inputs that you're going to use to that. If you do your balance sheet on March 1st, you might have some seed in the shed waiting to be planted, and you can put that seed on your balance sheet at the value that you paid for it. When you put it in the ground, so if you do your balance sheet on June 1st, you could continue to put it in that inventory number at cost. You might consider starting to transform it into a market value. So what do you anticipate the yield on that acre to be, and what price do you anticipate receiving? And then you could start to create a market-based balance sheet for your inventory that way. One's more conservative if you do it at cost relative to market, and I would suggest you just do it consistently so that you can track it over time and see how it changes. After that, we've got some growing crops in the field. We talked about if you could do it from a cost basis, make sure you include all the inputs that you put into that crop. Seed, fertilizer, chemical, and even fuel that you've used can be a part of that inventory value. If you're raising some livestock here in central Illinois, we want to put that on the balance sheet as well, but only put the livestock that you intend to sell here in our current assets. Once we got all of that current assets totaled up, let's add that sum at the bottom there, and we'll have a understanding of where our business is in terms of the assets we want to use to turn into cash this period.